Hi, this is Rachelle with Journal Life's Journey, and it's been a while, but I am working my way back. And I thought I would start off with going through some of my unfinished projects. I know in, I think the last video, I shared an Egyptian themed folio that I was working on, and I was supposed to come back and work on that some more. But since then, I've decided that I need to kind of go through some of the ongoing projects that I haven't worked on. And it's been almost a year since I've worked on any junk journal projects seriously. Kind of just lost the inspiration, but I've started watching a few videos, and that always helps with inspiration. And I decided I want to get back into it. The most recent video that I watched was from, I think she's changed the name to Let's Design Creative, where she's using the 9 by 12 envelopes to make a folio and then an envelope. And I may be working on that in the near future. I did pick up some of those envelopes, but I decided to go to my storage unit and get the box out that had my current ongoing projects. So I'm going to go through that box today and see if anything pops out at me that I feel like I can finish within a reasonable amount of time, or something that I feel like I want to work on. So this isn't actually a project, and there may be things in that box that aren't actually projects, but this was a folder of some digitals that I had kept that I've been using from a little bit here and there. I'm not going to take them all out and go through them, but I have used some of these. So I'll probably incorporate them somehow in upcoming projects. That gives you a little sneak peek of what that is. Let's see. I don't know what I was doing with this. It's gonna be really random. Um, I think these were scraps from something that I was saving to do something with. I don't know, but it ended up in the box. And this was another project. I think I made these envelopes out of scrapbook paper. Again, these are the girls, the ladies that I was planning on using on this. So this is kind of like a flip book. I was probably gonna trim her down to go in that envelope as a journaling card. This is a dashboard. This is a dashboard for a planner, both of them. And this is some stuff on the back that I was going to do. This is something I feel like I could probably finish, but let's see what else I can find. I'm not really feeling this now that I look at it. I don't know what I was thinking when I chose the papers, or maybe I was just choosing scrap papers or scrap pieces that had just been laying around. Not sure. All right. So here's some more stuff. These are little scrap bits and pieces that I could use in something like this. Um, and I probably just put all of this on top of the box. Use that to make tags. This could be journal pages. So I am going to have to separate some of this. This was a master board that I created with planner scraps and other paper scraps from different kits. Uh, this is just paper, envelopes, pockets, stuff that I can use. All right. And then this is more digitals. This is like actually planner stuff, but I was using it. Let's see. Use your planner supplies to create ephemera and junk journals. So these were planner supplies, and I put a note for myself. I'm gonna have to really seriously start using the notes so that I can remember, because I pulled out something the other day and I was like, I don't know where I was going with this. So if you're gonna take long breaks in between working on projects, that might be a good idea. I know this was part of another project and I took it out. Okay, I know what all of this is. This was from a journal that I made. It had a rounded spine. It was my first attempt at a rounded spine. And the covers were the actual front cover and back cover were just too flimsy. I didn't like it. been holding on to it for a long time. So instead of tossing the signatures, which is what all of this is, I took the signatures out and tossed. This is from like voting. I actually started junk journaling in it, but I took the signatures out and clipped them together, and I'll use them another way. So it's like every other signature was just coffee stained misprint inserts or old inserts, coffee tea stained. Then the other signatures were just random papers like so. Okay. So that's what all of this is. This was already bound in a cover. I could actually redo that, make a cover for that. All of this is in was supposed to be in an envelope, one of those clear Dollar Tree envelopes. And I can look at this. Let's turn this so that maybe I can salvage that part of the paper. But all of this, as you can see here, is from a winter kit that I made. These are scraps, pieces of envelopes. This is from that kit where I was working on the winter journal. I'll link to it in the iCard up above if you want to go check it out. But these are bits and pieces from that. So I'll try to keep elements for whatever project together. So that's what that is. We're getting to the actual projects. So I was trying to pack sparingly and try to keep everything together. So I had like different papers and stuff on top in this box to fill it up so that my actual projects wouldn't be floating around. So this is dyed fabric tape. So I made my own fabric tape. Then this looks just like some more random papers. Don't know why. This. Okay, so now I might have to move this out of the way. Now we're actually getting into projects. So this is a skinny journal that I had started, and I believe I started on this channel, and I just didn't finish it. This is the cover. I use a file folder. Does this open all the way up? Yeah. Reinforced with washi tape. This is a file folder. It opens up like that. And then this is what the cover looks like. Not crazy about what I had going on here. May end up covering that. Then these are the signatures. So they basically just need to be sewn in. I don't know if I'm going to decorate everything as far as adding embellishments and ephemera. I think this one could be a nice standalone for someone to fill up using their own photos, ephemera, junk journal stuff. I don't know. And I think this was supposed to be included as well. So that's one I had completely forgot about. A lot of this, I can tell you, I probably don't even remember. So let's see. I remember this. This was with some Amazon packaging. It's just a little folio. This flips down, this flips up. I needed to figure out what I was going to be doing on these three panels, if anything. And I had stuff tucked in here that I wanted to use. This was going to be its own signature just for writing, and that stays in there like that. And I guess this was just some extra things that I was going to work with. So I could see myself working on this one. Only issue is it's not closing the way I wanted. I use that fabric tape and it's coming up. Need to repair that. Okay. So that's what that looks like. All this comes out. This is collage. And I need to figure this part out. Okay. So there's one. I don't know if this was supposed to be part of something else. I'm thinking it may be, but this is something else I created. Looks like I put some kind of treatment on the paper. I probably used a sealant on it. It's kind of got like a Valentine's Day love theme going on. That's an envelope there. This is for my digitals. All of this needs to be finished on the inside, but I think it's supposed to be a single signature. This I could wrap up fairly easily. If you glue down, yeah. Okay. I think all of this may go together. I can't remember. Um, because it all has kind of the same vibe going on. This is a composition notebook. Yeah, I think this was supposed to go together. So this was supposed to be like the journal. It's got a pocket here. Would she fit in the pocket? No. It's got a pocket here. At least lets me get to see how well the adhesive is. And then these are the pages that can be journaled on. So yeah, this is supposed to be part of this. And this is the cover that I never finished. Part of the reason why I don't finish things, I think, is that I tried to put everything in a video so that you could go follow along with me. And maybe I should just start doing some live streams and just, kind of work that way. But this is supposed to have like a corset binding. That's why I have all of the eyelets. And this is a mixture of digitals and regular scrapbook paper. Some of these are my digitals. This was made with a file folder. It just basically needs to be matted. And this was probably going here. This one was going here, maybe. No, I think that's too, no. Yeah, it was going there. It's just flat. So that was going there. It was going to have folio front and back. And then I don't know where this was going. That's what that looks like. And this was made with one piece of 12 by 12 paper. Oh, it slides out. Wow, I was really invested. Oh, okay. I think this one was gonna go on the elastic, maybe. I had figured out this is just like a notebook that I made for something. Okay, so this is supposed to go in here on the elastic. Yes. And probably this too. So I think all of this is supposed to go in here. And then these flaps would open up and have something in them on the front and the back. They are hinged on. Okay. This is from a free digital that's available on the website at scrapcraftastic.com. This particular set of papers. This paper is from Capital Chic Designs. It's a planner stationery company. However, they did have paper pads at Michael's a few years ago. And so this paper is from one of those paper pads. The other papers that I'm using here with the turquoisey color are part of that free printable that's available at scrapcraftastic.com. This opens up like this, got this. I got pretty fun on this. I think I did this for Juneteenth and I just never finished it. So this goes here. There we go. To hold that close. So it just needs to be finished once again, unfinished. I was going to use this on here somehow, probably on the cover. We'll see. All right. So I got all the paper and stuff for that one. Okay. This I think is supposed to go with this. Is acetate. It's going to work that in somehow. And I'm pretty sure this is supposed to go with the red album. So I'm just going to stick that there. I guess I didn't have an envelope for that. Yeah. All of this is supposed to go with the red album. A red journal. A lot going on here. I think I'm going to squeeze these back in the box and keep going. All right, so I don't have that much more to go. This I completely forgot about. I'm not sure which channel I did this on. This is a folio. Pretty sure I did it over here. And yeah, it was supposed to be a winter theme also. It's pretty much done. It just needs to be embellished. That's the whole thing. I can do a framework and then things just need to be embellished. So, yeah, I could finish this up. And I think I have the paper pads that I use. But for this, I was really trying to use a lot of my scrapbook papers. You got a waterfall here, pockets. Um, this is like a little belly band type thing. I did this was mixed media, some journaling cards. I don't know. I never know when something is finished. So that closes like that. That opens up like that, like that. I probably need to put like a little thumb pull right there. And all of this, I remember that. I'm not gonna take that out. Um, let's see what's in here. It's another belly band situation. Opens up, says Merry and Bright. So this was like a blue Christmas theme. All right. Lots of bits and bobs in here. Okay. Again, using a paper pad, 12 by 12 papers, trying to get those used up in this one, definitely. Um, goes in there like that. This wasn't my favorite fabric, but I think it worked pretty good on this. And then this opens up like that. I was supposed to secure this somehow. So these open, the envelopes, something can go in there. And this opens the envelope here. It's an insert, probably that I need to make a cover for. And then this is a pocket here. And I think there's one here. Yeah. So again, a lot of this is just determining when I'm finished. Okay. So that's a folio, lap book style folio, holiday winter theme. This one I know is almost finished. It's been on the channel several times. And again, it's just a case of when do I know that I'm done? I just have to learn how to figure out when I'm done. I'm not gonna flip through this one. I will link to I'll try to put it in a playlist or I'll link to a video showing this one because I know I did a flip through of this towards the end of me working on it. It probably is not finished, but I'll let you get another look at it. That's what it looks like. And if you want a flip through of this, let me know in the comments. All right, so we are winding down. This is a shaker cover that I made, again, trying to incorporate my planner supplies with the junk journaling. These are little journaling cards that I did this layout with from a stationery shop called Isis Ella Jewels. And I wanted to make a shaker cover. So this is part of the cover. Um, and then this was, I think, part of my template to make the frames. And this is the front. And then put the whatever this is called, I can't think of, tool. The tool for the tie. This is the back cover. I did like a mixed media embossing painting effect on the frame. So this is definitely worth finishing. It's basically just the cover. It probably should be in the box that I'm calling covers because I do have another box with unfinished covers and similar projects. This was one of those evenings I just didn't have anything I really wanted to work on. I'd made a masterboard on some packing paper using scrap paper that had been around. I made it real grungy and then I turned it into a cover. I think this is probably around personal size. And then these are some papers that I gathered to put in it, and I never did it. It's got some tissue paper. Let's see. I don't know how the notepad got in here, but there's a notepad in here. So this is the grunge cover journal. This is probably I just kind of quit working on it because I got bored with it, but I had a good time working on this. I used junk mail envelopes to build this folio. Very dark and vintagey. I'll link to the videos for this one as well, and iCard up above or in the description box below. But I do have videos showing how I made this. So this can slide out of here like so. So still got bits and bobs in here that I wanted to use. I don't know, it just seems like nothing is ever really finished. Then this, let's see if I can get it in frame. I don't know what's going on right there. This is a pocket or a tuck spot. It's a tuck spot. So that opens like that. Something can go here. It's a little misshapen from being in a box. It's the envelope. Something can go here, something can go here. So all of that needs to be taken care of. You can see right there in the window, there's an image in the envelope window. It's a little tuck spot right here. And then there's someone in the window there, the lace trim. Now these I took out for this, I'm sure, to use in this. I was supposed to finish. I'm pretty sure I did this on the SCRAPCRAFTASTIC channel using planner supplies. An easy way to make a junk journal. I'll link to the video. Wrong side. This is what it looks like. Okay, on the front, got the metal corners. These are old dashboards from travelers' notebooks. Got an old double envelope. So there's an envelope here and an envelope here. This is an old dashboard, exactly what this is. So back in the day, this is probably from 2015, 2016, this digital, and I had it in probably a B6 traveler's notebook. Same with this, where I made my own glitter acetate by putting some glitter in a laminate pouch and laminating it. It's like that flaky glitter. That's what this is. And then this is a digital available on the Journal Life's Journey. It's in the Etsy shop. I'll link everything. So try to remember to link everything. This is an old folder. This is the digital folder. So basically, I used things that were in my old traveler's notebook that I didn't just want to toss. So I used the dashboards and folders and envelopes in a junk jar. So it's another way to use up your old stationery supplies. Make a journal, give it as a gift, or journal in it. So that's what that is. And then all of this, I'm sure I was going to use to embellish this. So I'm going to stick it in here. There's the pumpkins. It had a fall theme because I was probably working on it in fall. And I'm guessing 2024. All right, so there's that. I'm running out of space again. Okay, these are the last few. Some of these you may have seen, some of them you may not have. Pretty sure you haven't seen this one. Pretty sure if you've been watching the channel, let me say it that way. If you've been watching the channel, you've seen some of this. This one, that's the back, is a flip-flop journal. And I used a bunch of papers that I had laying around, that I had printed or that I made to make it. And there's videos on this one as well that you can check out. I'll link. Kind of gives me a Bridgerton feel. Granted, I don't know much about any episode of Bridgerton past the first season, um, but they lost me in the second season. I probably will revisit it, but it kind of gives me those vibes. So it flip flops, and then this is the back. or the front, however you want to look at it. Got a little pocket right here. And this is probably supposed to be in here. Then it flipped the other way. I could have put signatures in all of these openings, but I didn't. Got a little tuck spot right there. This tuck spot, tuck spot. Vellum pockets, vellum pockets, more vellum pockets. There's lots of space to write in this one too. Just need to wrap it up and do an official flip through and put it in the shop. This is a vellum belly band. I use a lot of scraps and leftover bits and pieces. This is one of those wax paper envelopes. Got some die cuts in there. Tag, a custom tag. All right, so this can be wrapped up. I just need to finish off these areas. Oh, I forgot this opened all the way up. Did I show that before? And then this was the tie for it. It's just a crochet. Actually, I don't think that's real crochet, but a faux crochet tie. Hold it all together. And then we have this one, fabric cover, Amazon packaging base. It's supposed to be, maybe this is the front. Yeah, it's supposed to be a under the sea fun type of theme. This probably would have been good to work on for mermaids. Um, this is a double-sided envelope. So this is a pocket that I made using my laminator and planner stickers that I printed on vellum paper instead of printing them on sticker paper. And these little cards are just some specialty paper that I've included in here along with some mixed media paper that I'm probably going to do something with. I just don't know what yet. This could actually, if I could figure out a way to adhere it, I'd like it to be removable so it can be taken in and out. But yeah. Some more papers, giving that ocean vibe, scraps that I'm probably going to use throughout. So this is probably the digital that I'm sorry, I keep saying probably. This is the digital that I'm sure I chose as the base of this journal because I really love that it had brown girls in it. So this was like a sea mermaid theme with brown girls. Scrap. And I really like the colors of it too. So that's what that is. This is a big envelope that I could probably use to put ephemera in that goes with it. All right, so I pretty much made it through all the actual journals. We go through the little other bits and bobs that I have. So these are bits and pieces that I started and set aside because I knew I wasn't going to be dedicated to working on them at the time, but I didn't want to throw them away. This was a cover that I started. I don't know when I started this. It is a lapbook style cover, and I'm pretty sure my initial intent was to use scrapbook paper on it because that's what this is. This is some of those strips of fabric that they used to sell at the Dollar Tree. Pretty sure this is covered with craft colored cardstock. This is very sturdy. I can't remember what the base was that I used, but one day I will do something with this. I'm pretty sure. So this is another lap book style that I started that's very similar to another project that I had been working on. But this one I wanted to do more of a steampunk look, and I pulled these bits and pieces out in preparation for that. So I do have the cover. I just need to decide what's going to go in it and how it's going to be decorated. But that's what this is. There was a time where if I got packaging, I was going to turn it into something, and that's how a lot of this came to be. This was another bright idea of a folio. Let me put these back. Another bright idea of a folio that I was going to start, put everything together, but that was as far as I got. And I don't know why this is shorter, but I could probably turn this into something. This is just some chipboard that I had, and I cut it to size and used my masking tape to put the pieces together. And so it needs to be covered, and I need to make a plan for it. But for now, it's flat. It doesn't take up much space, so it can stay in the box as well. And then this, last but not least, I pulled these papers out for something that I don't know what it was. Probably either the red journal or the vampire journal. I don't know. All right. So based on what you have seen here, and I know it's been a lot, let me know in the comments which item you would be interested in seeing me work on first. I'm going to, there's some things that I don't want to include, like anything fall or Christmas. I don't want to do right now. Um, but pretty much any of the other ones, feel like I could be dedicated to finishing up. So let me know your opinions in the description box below. We could even start with this one since Juneteenth is right around the corner. I don't know. I don't feel that attached to this, but I could work on it. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm glad I am back, and I'm going to try and stay back. I just need to keep myself interested in paper crafting and junk journaling. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and share, share, share. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, put a book in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.